Watch Good News Detroit every Saturday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. and repeated Saturday night from 9 to 9:30 p.m. Get great information to increase your quality of life with the best health and wealth strategies available today. See dynamic guests and celebrities talk about their success and how you too can get your financial and health needs where you want them to be.
Bone Crusher, show me how you did that famous punch.
Well, it's going to be a knockout.
You know what I'm saying? And in a couple of weeks, it's going down. Hallelujah. Yeah, I know she looking down on me right now, you know, but hey, she know that my gift, you know, has been to give God the glory, so that's all I know to do. Amen? So we thank everyone for coming out today. We love you. Man, let's get this party started. With a prayer for all. Prayer for all. Yeah.
A prayer for all, everyone.
This is a prayer. A prayer for all. like today. There's so much going on. All struggle, strife. You see, we just need to lift one another up in prayer when we get up out of bed in the morning. We need to get down on our knees, give thanks to the Lord.
My name is Dr. Joshua Plant. I graduated with a PhD from Harvard Medical School in Biomedical Sciences. I have spent over 10 years researching natural products and the effects that this has on the body at the cellular level. Amongst my studies, I was able to find that Moringa oleifera is the most nutritious botanical that we are aware of. In combining modern-day science and that of Moringa oleifera, we are able to deliver a beneficial product that helps alleviate many problems in today's society. The nutritional benefits of Moringa oleifera are a hot topic in today's scientific community. There are hundreds of scientific reports addressing Moringa oleifera and the nutritional properties that it contains. While this tree has been used for thousands of years in many different cultures, it is now being harnessed and used most effectively. Some properties of Moringa that stick out to me are the fact that it is enriched with both water and fat-soluble vitamins. It's an excellent source of amino acids that our body craves, and it also has rare phytocompounds that aid in promoting a healthier well-being. The commoditization of the food and beverage industries has resulted in low-cost and low-quality products. While food is cheaper and more available than ever before, it is not providing our bodies with the proper nutrition that we need to thrive. For example, just 100 years ago, the average person consumed around 200 grams of fiber daily. Today, that number is closer to 15 grams. The result is a worldwide nutritional famine. Moringa helps fill that void that these inefficiencies have left. Moringa has been harnessed more effectively than ever before. And the key to this is ensuring that from farm to mouth, each step of the process allows us to maintain the integrity of Moringa's vital compounds. Zija securitizes the growing, harvesting, and manufacturing processes to make sure that those who use our products are getting the most out of that which Moringa has to offer. There are several processes that sets Zija apart. For example, let's start with the farms themselves. Not all Moringa is created equal. In fact, depending on where Moringa trees are grown, their nutritional content can vary significantly. Knowing this, Zija has vetted several different locations in hot, dry climates where Moringa trees grow the best. The result is the highest nutrient content available, even if it comes at a premium cost. Even the way that our Moringa is dried on the farm sets us apart. While shade drying is a much longer and more costly process than drying in the sun, it also prevents harmful UV rays from cross-linking vitamins and minerals, which would render them inert. The way that we use the Moringa tree sets us apart as well. Zija has created a proprietary blend that has allowed us to achieve a complementary nutritional profile. For example, even though Moringa leaves contain a lot of vitamin C, the pods contain even more. By combining Moringa leaves and seeds and fruit, we can maximize Moringa nutrition in products such as Smart Mix, Super Mix, Prime 90, XM Plus, XM3, XM AM and PM, as well as our skincare products. As a leader in manufacturing technology, Zija uses state-of-the-art machinery for each and every one of our products. Understanding that nutrition can be compromised by exposure to sunlight, oxygen, and time, we quickly blend and assemble our products into airtight sachets and containers that meet the highest standards of manufacturing. The result of each of these steps is what makes Zija the leader in Moringa-based products worldwide. Foods are becoming more processed and less nutritious every day. The need for Moringa will only increase. It's helping us get back to the basics, if you will. And I think people will be pleasantly surprised by the new Moringa-based products and uses that are still to come from Zija, suggesting we have only scratched the surface of the benefits Moringa has to offer.
Watch Good News Detroit every Saturday from 12:30 to 1 p.m. and repeated Saturday night from 9 to 9:30 p.m. Get great information to increase your quality of life with the best health and wealth strategies available today. See dynamic guests and celebrities talk about their success and how you too can get your financial and health needs where you want them to be.
Bone Crusher, show me how you did that famous punch.
Well, it's gonna be a knockout.
Welcome to Good News Detroit. I'm Will Banks, your host for the show. Thank you so much for being with us on this chilly spring day. And together on the show with me today is the dynamic, my brother, my friend, my mentor, my leader, Mr. Noli Jackson.
Good afternoon.
Those of you who watched the show last week saw Mr. Jackson on the show with another one of our business partners, Ms. Harriet Cosby. I'm sure they gave you some great information to help you improve your quality of life. And we introduced the show today with my gospel group favorite singer, A Prayer for All. And indeed, we send out a prayer for all the community looking in. We know some of you have suffered some losses with your friends and families. I know I have, and life goes on, and we deal with it and try to keep in a positive spirit. So we're here at Good News Detroit, try to give you good information and try to reward you for looking in on the show and give you information to help you improve your quality of life. So we talked about the Moringa. That was Dr. Joshua Plant talking about the Moringa oleifera, health and wellness supplement. You know, if you Google the most nutritious plant on earth, the results returned will be Moringa. M like Mary, O-R-I-N-G-A. Moringa. It's going to give you 7 times the vitamin C of oranges, 4 times the vitamin A of carrots. It's going to give you all the minerals your body needs. It's going to help you resist things like cancer, heart disease, and kidney disease. It's going to boost your immune system. It's going to help you control your blood sugar, your blood pressure. It's going to make you feel better, look better, and indeed, it's going to help you be better. So if you want more information about the Moringa Health and Wellness Supplement, call me, Will Banks, at 313-350-7215. And for anything you ever see on Good News Detroit, you can also call my partner to my right, the dynamic Mr. Noli Jackson, at 248-376-9963. So we want to segue now into the low-cost and no-cost life insurance programs that we represent. We're helping many families provide their families with the financial security that they need, so that if the head of the household, the breadwinner, the main income earner is lost to the family, they're able to pay off their homes, or they're able to have money to carry on with the family budget and continue on in what is always a very emotional time when we suffer these losses. So it's all about being prepared and having the information that you need to make an informed decision. So what exactly is no-cost life insurance? Well, we represent Occidental Life Insurance Company of North Carolina. They will give you absolutely free for 1 year a $1,000 accidental death and dismemberment policy. They will give you up to a maximum of $5,000, and all you need to do to get to that level is refer 4 friends or relatives who may be interested in having a free life insurance program. And for each one of the 4 referrals that you give us, you will receive $1,000 for each of those referrals. So you get $1,000 yourself directly, and then for your 4 referrals, you get another maximum of $4,000. That gives you a total of $5,000 of no-cost accidental death and dismemberment coverage for 1 year. What happens after 1 year? Well, we hope you enjoy the coverage and makes you feel comfortable that you have that security, and you continue on with the policy and simply pay the premium due for that after the free 1 year is up. And the cost of accidental death and dismemberment coverage is very, very nominal, $7, $8, $9 a month probably. So it's a very, very affordable program. Of course, it depends on your age, but we can work with you on that and make it work for you. We also talk about low-cost life insurance in the form of term insurance and whole life insurance. One example for term insurance is, for example, you take out, let's say, a $100,000 policy for 30 years. And let's say you're 40 years old. You also have the option of taking a premium structured arrangement where at the end of the 30 years, you get most of your money back at the end of the term. That is a fantastic program. You can renew the policy then and keep and carry on, or you can convert to whole life. So what exactly is whole life insurance? How does that work? We talk about whole life being exactly that. It's insurance that you maintain until you decease. And of course, when you decease, your beneficiary, the one that you trust and love to receive the benefits, to take care of your final arrangements, your final expenses, and whatever other money is left to carry on with the family budget. That's the whole life insurance. You can keep that insurance around age 100. At age 100, it indemnifies if the Holy Father still blessed you to be living at that time, and you have a $100,000 policy, they will simply give you the $100,000 at that time. And of course, again, if you deceased along the way, and in terms of need, if it's a 30-year policy, one good example in terms of need is if you have a mortgage on your home, for example, and you still have 20, 25, or 30 years left on the mortgage. If something happens to you, there's money there for your beneficiary, who in most cases will be a wife or a son or a daughter or someone close to you, aunt or uncle, to take care of that family mortgage at that time. So those are two good examples of term insurance and whole life insurance. And of course, whole life, we also include the final expense insurance for our seniors who need insurance to take care of their final expenses, where they're the beneficiary that they've chosen will take care of that business for them at the proper time and relieve the family of financial stress, in addition to all the emotional stress that happens when we lose a close family member or friend. There are also some great benefits included in these policies, whether it's term or whole life. There's some great benefits included in these policies. There's absolutely no additional cost. It all comes included. Mr. Jackson, tell us about those additional benefits.
Thank you, Will, and give a shout out to the audience, viewing and listening audience. This is Action Jackson coming back at you one more time. You know, a lot of times in our policies, when the person says, I want 100,000, I want 50,000, or even 10, and we just write them up and send out the policy or whatever. But we want you to know that we're going to fine tune this for you. So, for instance, here's a person that just purchased a home. Matter of fact, Orlando Smith, our good buddy, his best friend is my son, Red. And shout out to both of those guys. But he just purchased a home. And so we want him to know that in that home protector kit, and we say don't take a chance of losing it. In that kit that we're going to send out, there's some at no additional cost. There are additional benefits up to $150,000 for chronic illness. These are just riders that, the reason that they don't cost anything is because it's riders that are attached to the policy, okay? And here's a confined care rider, no additional cost, all right? For instance, if a person has a $100,000 policy with us, and they're they're permanently or injured or in the nursing home, then we will give them 2.5% each month, which in this case is $2,500 monthly, okay? And this is just a free benefit or no cost benefit for being with Occidental Life Insurance Company when you have insurance with us.
Great benefits.
Okay.
Great additional security for you. No additional cost.
And then, so those are the no cost benefits. Now, for just a few dollars more per month, if you have a flyer here and it says, can you survive a critical illness? So, in other words, rather than get just a get well quick card, we're going to send you a check. You like that?
I like that.
Now, which one do I need? Do I need a Goodwill card or do I need a check? Well, the truth of the matter, I need both. All right. So for lost income, get a check. To pay your automobile payments, get a check. Credit card bills, get a check. In other words, what we're saying, to replace your check, get a check. Call Will Banks and Noli Jackson at 248-376-9963 for Noli, and for Will Banks, 313-350-7215. Get a checkup, from the neck up.
Yes. And again, these benefits are included at no additional cost. If you want to get a package of information, if you want to see this for yourself, just call me, Will Banks, at 313-350-7215, or Mr. Nolly Jackson at 248-376-9963. And we'll be more than happy to send this information to you in the mail so you can check it out for yourself. Then we'll get with you, explain the programs to you so that you have a firm and a good understanding of how this can fit the needs that you have. And again, these benefits that Mr. Jackson just introduced to us are included in the policies at no additional cost, whether it be doesn't make any difference if it's term insurance or whole life insurance. You can have all these benefits available to you at a very, very affordable monthly premium. And again, the additional benefits Mr. Jackson just outlined and introduced to us are included in these policies at no additional cost. Great, great programs. So again, you can call me, Will Banks, at 313-350-7215, or Mr. Jackson at 248-376-9963, and we'll make sure you get the information you need to make an informed decision. Also, in Good News Detroit, we talk about the FES Credit Protection Program to get your credit cleaned up, get your credit score as high as it can be. Also, at no additional cost, it includes the LifeLock identity theft protection. We talk about that every week on the show. And for those thousands of viewers out there looking in today who use Facebook, for example, you know that Facebook was compromised by hackers on the internet. Millions of people's identity was stolen, and no doubt is being improperly or illegally used at this time. If you want, but those members who have identity theft protection, such as the best protection plan out there, LifeLock, have an agency in place to make sure that their information is not illegally used, or if it is, they will be notified right away. The proper authorities will be notified right away. You will be held harmless for any illegal charges on your credit reports, and all that will be handled in a proper and legal way. Absolutely. So if you want the security and the comfort of having that kind of protection, call me, Will Banks, at 313-350-7215, or Mr. Nolly Jackson at 248-376-9963. So here at Good News Detroit, when we talk about these health and wellness programs, these life insurance programs, these credit protection and identity theft protection programs, these are very, very important tools and resources that we all need at some point in our lives, and that's why we try to bring you the good news that this information is available and affordable, and we will get with you and explain everything to you to make sure you understand the benefits and the how you can prosper by using these resources and make an informed decision to take action and put it in place for yourselves and your families. That's what it's all about.
Yes, sir.
So as usual, this half hour has flown by. Mr. Jackson, any closing comments?
Well, I just wanted you to tell the people about the scholarship program right fast. I passed out some information, and I have a Miss Davis that I want you to send her some information.
Yes, if you want to go back to school, or if someone in your family wants to go back to school, or you have any family or friends who want to go back to school and want to avoid the pitfalls of student loan debt, I hear daily about some information on the news about student loans and how people are struggling and suffering with making student loan payments. So if you want to try to avoid that, of course, if you want to go to school and that's the last resort, you do what you have to do to get that education so that you can make a good living.
Right.
But if you want to avoid those pitfalls, there's a better way by getting a scholarship. And of course, those scholarship monies are monies you don't have to pay back. It's given to you by different corporate entities, by different federal and government entities, private organizations. Develop these scholarships, give you money to go to school so we can be a better community and a better America. So God bless you for looking in today. We'll see you next week at our usual time, 12:30 to 1. We'll repeat it on Saturday nights in prime time from 9 to 9:30 p.m. God bless you, and as Mr. Jackson said, get a checkup.
From the neck up. Bye-bye.
We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Lord.
Ooh-wee, yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jesus. One more time.
should have seen it.